Hello, everyone. This is Andrew, and I'm here to open up some stuff for you today. And I got a couple of things that I'm really excited about. I recently picked up this guy here. That's the scene box for Lord of the Rings. It's the Gandalf and the Pelennor Fields one. Now, of course, it is not the one or the two that people are really super excited about. That's the Aragorn and the Galadriel ones are the ones that people are really excited about. But this one was on sale, so I got that one. So cool. So that's great. That's pretty straightforward. But the thing I'm more excited about, what I've been wanting for a long time, and I finally pulled the trigger on. Here we go. The Compleat Edition bundle for Phyrexia All-Be-One. This one with those raised oil slick versions of the Phyrexia All-Be-One cards, and it has a bunch of set boosters as well. This one I'm really, really looking forward to. Didn't pick it up, right when they came out. There was a bit of a rush for them, and it cost me a bit more than it used to, but I'm okay with that. It's fine. I'm going to at least break even on the value of the goods in here, I believe. But we're going to wait on that one, and we'll do this one first. It's a little more straightforward, it's a little more transparent. There's just 3 set boosters of the first release of the Lord of the Rings, and otherwise we know the special cards that are going to come in there. So let's just go ahead and get this one out of the way, then we can get onto that guy. All right. Big old box, but it does have a standee for those art cards as well. So I guess it has to be the display easel, so let's go for it. Oh no. Oh no. Zip tie. Why? Oh no. Technical issues when I'm opening boxes. That seems to be my thing now. I guess I should just own it. But I get them out at the top. Alright. This big old box out of the way. Here we are. There's that art. So that's the art all put together. If you don't want to look at it in card form, I suppose. That's on the back. And here we have the easel. Okay, so that's fun. This is a box structure I'm not familiar with. I know pre-release boxes, and I know booster boxes, but not this. Okay. Right. Dividers. I'm a fan of some free dividers, because I am an organization fiend, so that's nice. A lot of people not going to be excited about that. I'm super excited about these. And I guess here are the goods. I guess that's just hold it open there. There's a little detail right there. That little Art Nouveau border. Alright, so here there are them. Get that out of there. We don't need that right now. And here are the start with the art cards. And if anybody knows the heck you do with art cards, I still haven't quite figured out what to do with them. There we go. Doink. I think I've got it backwards there. Must do this right. Doink, doink. There. And look, it's a picture. Hooray! It's a picture in card form. Again, if I could just use that, I don't really need these, do I? Alright, okay. Try to make fetch happen with these art cards, Watsy. Alright, so that was not the most exciting part. Second least exciting part. Alright, the actual cards themselves. Loren's Searing Light. Each opponent exiles a creature with the greatest power among creatures that player controls. If there are 2 more instant or sorcery cards, it deals damage to each opponent equal to the power of the creature they exile. So it's opponents getting rid of things. It's exile, so it's not targeted, so that's good. Some interesting Boros removal. Sorcerer's Call has a delve. Each target opponent mills 9 cards, and then you may cast an instant sorcery from that player's graveyard. If that spell would be put in graveyard, exile it. So mill 9, steal one of their instants or sorceries. Ramasakor, Ancient Shield. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, draw a card, then create a white wall. Second spell, draw a card, create a wall. Creatures you control with Defender gain Exalted at the beginning of combat. Okay. There's still have Defender. At the beginning of combat on your turn, creatures you control with Defender gain Exalted. Whenever a creature you control attacks alone. Okay. Okay. Whenever a creature you control, it gets... So the walls don't have to attack, but whoever is attacking gets bolstered by the walls. Okay. I thought there for a second, we're like, but they can't attack the Defender. Your combat. But there's a purpose. Courageous Resolve. Up to one target creature you control gains protection from each of your opponents. One creature, protection from each of your opponents till end of turn and draw a card. And there is a clause for not losing. Okay. A couple of different ways that can be used. Fell Beast's Sharik. Goading. Right. Target opponent chooses a creature they control. Each opponent chooses a creature they control, and then they get goaded. So they choose. And Splice. I was looking at Splice. I was looking back at my arcane cards and was kind of interested in Splice just now before I even read this. So, I don't know. Okay, maybe Splice is happening, and here we go. Is it again? And, of course, we were waiting for Mr. Gandalf. That's Jeskai. Is that red, white, blue? Jeskai. That makes the third, fourth, fifth Gandalf. There's, I think, sixth. Maybe sixth. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell from your hand during an opponent's turn, exile that card with 3 time counters on it instead of putting it in the graveyard. And then, if the exile card does not spend, it gains suspend. So, if you use spells on your opponent's turn, you get them back. Yeah, and after they get cast again, they don't get exiled, so you could recur them once more. So that's fun. Relatively straightforward. Nice. Very good. I'm looking at you, Gandalf. Because I had that Jorah deck with Suspends, and all the Doctor Who has a bunch of Suspend stuff as well. Okay. Alright, so, some bonus here. Again, just icing on the cake in that box. I mean, this is what you're getting for, but... Alright, so let's get moving on these guys. What are we interested in here? A One Ring. Let's see if we can get a One Ring in here. Of course, they're not collector boosters, so the most interesting stuff not in there. But the set boosters at least have some potential to be a little more exciting. So, One Ring. Just one. I just want one. Obviously, Post Malone got the big boy. Did not see that coming. Didn't see it coming. And more art cards. Exciting. Let's see, that's Gandalf having a bad time. I do enjoy, I appreciate the art. Again, just don't know what the hell to do with it. Alright. That's that mountain. Swarming of Moria. Create a treasure. Amass orcs. Warbeast of Gorgoroth. Whenever Warbeast of Gorgoroth or another creature you control power 4 or greater dies. Amass. Amassing. Surrounded orcs. Amassing! This is in the Mass pack. Maybe it's one of those ones that's structured in a certain way. And target player mills X based on the army's power. So, amass and mill. Celeborn, nice to see you again, sir. Appreciate you. Didn't go super hard on Lord of the Rings, so some of these cards are still new to me. Mirror of Galadriel, scry 1, draw a card. And legendaries make it easier, okay. Legolas, whenever you scry, you can untap him. Okay. Friendly rivalry, target creature you control and up to one other target legendary creature you control deal damage equal to target creature you don't control. So 2 people ganging up. Target creature you control and up to one other target legendary creature you control. So, interesting. Shemvase, seen him a lot. Hi, Nazgul. These are, of course, not the rarest things in the world, but a little bit of a chase. A little bit of a chase item. I have one other Nazgul, and I don't think it's this one. The first time I pulled a Nazgul, I believe it was the worst of the 9. Like the one that was going for the least amount of money. At least if you want to debate what's best and what's worst. We'll put you up there. He's fun. It's glowing. Historic, make treasures, but only once. And another gold item. Okay. Galadriel of Lothlorien. Whenever the ring tempts you, if you chose a creature other than Galadriel, scry 3. Whenever you scry, reveal the top card of your library. If a land card is revealed, put it on the battlefield. Nice. Ooh, okay. Yes, the list. List cards. Forgot all about that in set boosters. Yeah, list. And a mythic on the list. Cauldron Compleat from Modern Horizons 2. A set I didn't go in for, so this is great. Living Weapon. Indestructible. Equipped creature gets +5/+5 and has First Strike, Trample, Indestructible, Haste, and whenever this creature deals combat damage to a creature, exile that creature. Great. And it's a living weapon, so it comes in as, equipped to a little guy. So it's a 7 creature, basically a indestructible 5/5 with a bunch of abilities for 7. And then when that creature dies, this falls off. I like that. Okay, I was surprised. Yes, again, that's the list. If you can ignore that little icon down there, it's as good as the original. All right. Nazgul is a nice start. That's a nice start. Not a ring. They want the ring. It isn't one. What do we have here? Who is that? Bilbo? Is that Frodo? It's Frodo. It's quite a jacket he's got on. A jacket of many colors. The Plains. Revive the Shire. Return to a permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. Create a food. Brandywine Farmer enters or leaves the battlefield to create a food. Took Reaper. Ring tempts you. That's all? That's all you got? And whenever Nimble Hobbit attacks, you may sacrifice a food or pay 2 and a white. And then you can tap a creature. Detain. Detain for food. Like, you want something to eat? That'll occupy him for a few minutes. Legendary artifact vehicle. Grond, the Gatebreaker. 5/5 for CMC 4. Trample. As long as it's your turn, you control an army. So long as it's your turn and you have an army, you don't need to crew it. So that's handy. Goblin Fire Leaper, +1/+0. When it dies, it deals damage. So it turns into a little grenade. Fire foes. Damage can't be prevented this turn. Useful. Useful. Fire foes do X damage and 1 damage to each creature with the same controller. So it spreads. 1 damage to each other creature with the same controller. 4 of Orc's Mass. Deal X damage. Wait, did we see that before? No, that's not so much. Similar to something I've seen before. Gothmog, Morgul, Lieutenant, Extended Art. Borderless, as it were. Whenever he enters the battlefield, a mass. Creature tokens have Death Touch. Boromir. What was that? No, I'm not peeking. I'm not going to peek. I'm a bad boy. Boromir, Warden of the Tower. Vigilance. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, if no mana is casted... Okay. If no mana is spent to cast it, counter that spell. So no free spells, you jerk. You pay. You pay for what you earn. Sacrifice it. Creatures you control gain indestructible until end of turn and the ring tempts you. Yeah, that was a sad scene. But whenever an opponent casts a spell, they must have paid something. So they must have paid mana. No alternative costs. Interesting. One of those many partings. Search all of your basic lands, put it in your hand, and get food. A Smaug token. Single-sided. Thank you very much. A single-sided Smaug token. Again, what creates a Smaug token? Maybe it's a saga, maybe? I'm not sure. I haven't seen it. Create 14 treasure tokens when it dies. 14 treasure tokens. It's been a while since I read the book. I'm sure 14 has some significance, but I don't remember what it was, and it seems just to be a random number to me. All right. Number 3 of 3. Okay. They're having fun. Very colorful. And that is Realm Seekers. Very nice. The resolution on that. The resolution on that artwork. Fabulous work all around, artists at WotC. Cool. get, like the regular lands, better than the map lands. It's just more straightforward, and again, aside from the top line, they look so similar. It's just, you have to squint to tell it from the art, you know? Soldier of the Grey Host enters the battlefield. Target creature gets +2/+0. Eagles of the North. Whenever it enters the battlefield, it gets +1/+0. Escape from Orthonk. Creature gets plus, untap it, and gains flying. Nice. Okay. Isolation at Orthonk. Okay, so maybe this is one of those themed, structured boosters. I guess they do that depending on set to set, or they were moving away from that? I'm not sure. Doesn't matter. Set boosters are going away. Isolation at Orthonk. Put target creature on the second from the top. You know that's going to continue to be an issue. Okay. Escape from Orthonk. Isolation at Orthonk. Fire of Orthonk. I feel like I should get a Palantir in here. Let's put our odds. What are the odds on a Palantir at the back of this pack? It's 5-1? That's a random question. Destroy target artifact, land, and creatures without flying. Can't block. Must have flying. Irith of the Healing House. Untap another target permanent. Untap 2 legendaries. I think I had pulled this one in the pre-release, but it actually didn't help me out as much as I wanted. I think I just never drew it when I needed it. But untapping things for a low cost is nice. Eomer of the Riddermark. Whenever Eomer attacks, if you control a creature with the greatest power among creatures on the battlefield, you get a friend. Okay. If you were big enough already, you get more help. Okay. Erkenburn, Lord of Westford. Whenever he or another human enters the battlefield, creatures you control get +1/+0. So there's a buffing theme in this pack. Lash of the Balrog. There's additional cost to cast a spell. Sacrifice a creature or pay 4. Destroy for 1. If you pop a little token, that's a cheap spell. Cycle 1 ring to rule them all. The ring tempts you, then each player mills cards equal to your ring bearer's power. Fun. Destroy all non-legendary creatures. Each opponent loses 1 life for each creature card in that player's graveyard. Okay. I enjoy sagas. I'm a fan of sagas. Westfold Rider, common, destroy a thing. And what do we got? Hey, alright, another least card. Pulse of the Grid. I have this one in the original version. Draw 2 cards, discard a card, and if the opponent has more cards in hand than you, return it to its owner's hand. So you're up 1, but you could get it back. I mean, it might have a free buyback. Okay. Alright. No ring. Oh well. There's still time. I can go and get some more of these. I'm still into it. I haven't shut myself off of this yet. Okay. Got a Nazgul out of the bargain, so that's nice. Sort of a pseudo-rare, secret rare, as it were. Let's put you right on top there. Boink. Alright, so that was all nice. That was nice, but yes, sir. Yes, indeed.